Hello and welcome back to the Fermented World Homebrew channel. Today we have got Beard Mic. So on my other channel someone mentioned that the video quality looks good, the content's good, but the audio's a bit lacking. That's kind of the gist that this mic chap was getting at, and I totally understand that thing, but does this actually make any difference? Is the sound quality any better from any of my other videos? Please do let me know, because I'd rather not have this on my beard. I can't have it down here for this simple fact that this happens. Get that on there, and you guys don't want to be listening to that for however long it's going to take to brew this beer. So the only way I've tried it and I managed to get it to actually stay and be any way practical in sound is on my beard. So yeah, such is life. But again, please do let me know. Otherwise I'm just going to carry on putting it on my beard because I don't give a shit. You know I don't. Anywho, today we are brewing an ale which is called Botanic Ale. Now that was the name that I'd given it. It's going to have chamomile. I'm using the tea bags. It's just 100% chamomile in there. It's going to have heather flowers. Now I was annoyed that I had to buy these, but I got dandelions. Just as I was coming up to brew this, all the dandelions buggered off, and I'm not sure if they're coming back up again this year. And I've got some lavender which I picked from my garden, which smells absolutely flipping lovely. And they're going into the brew afterwards, towards the end. That reminds me, I need to sanitize these into the sanitizing liquid. But I need to get whatever this bloody floaty bit is out of here. Right, no, sod it, floaty bit's staying in. Then my brew bags, I do need them. One to filter and one for the grain. So what we got? We have got 1.5 kilogram of Pilsner malt. We've got 2.25 grams of wheat malt, 2.25 of Vienna, 2.25 of caramel aromatic. Now I believe that's Belgian aromatic, but it just comes under a different name when you buy it from this company, Brew Day Supplies, which sadly are going into like liquidation kind of thing. We're going to be using a French Saison yeast, which I haven't got out of the fridge, which should give it some interesting flavors. We're going to be brewing it around 22 degrees. Oh no, it says 24. Apparently I had decided we were doing it at 24. It's got Magnum and it's got Saaz in there as the hops. So first things first, we're going to get some water treatment in here, which I don't share. You do your own water treatment. If you want to use my water treatment methods, then go back to older videos. I don't understand it, so I just kind of wing it, and I make all right beers. So winning. Right, so let's get this all sped up, and you'll see me going like the clappers and all that jazz, and we're going to get some beer made. Let's get some water on the go. flipping beer. So once the mash is done and the boil is on, unless I forget, will crack a beer. Doesn't matter what time it is, what day it is just something I do. Luckily this has landed on a Friday, so it's a bit more acceptable. But you know, I don't give a toss anyway. It's only one beer. And I don't think I poured it very well. Well, I might get away with it. It's got quite a bit of carbonation, this Kvike. Yeah, I probably could have done a bit better. We'll see if we can save a bit. Let it settle out. There's only a bit to it anyway. Probably shouldn't have even bothered. But yeah. The boil has got another 37 minutes before we're going to be putting in the next lot of hops, which is the Saaz. And then it's got some Saaz in at flame out as well. I'm going to go and enjoy this beer once the flipping head's gone down. But cheers. This bit can take some time. Just filtering it through. Looks a bit nasty, but that's just the hops being collected so that we get a nice clear liquid. Let me see if I can show you what we've actually got, what we're going to be fermenting. Looks alright, doesn't it? Probably not as bright as I was expecting, but yeah. Might just be because it's in the shade. Yeah, it is a bit paler than it was a second ago. Magic. I'm going to finish collecting this and we're going to pitch some yeast. Okay, so we've got beard mic on again. Hopefully the sound's better. I'm not sure. Please do let me know. I really want to know because I would much rather not have this on my beard. I do not like the feeling of it. But for you guys, I will wear it. I will bloody well wear it. If you can hear me better, or if you just want me to look like a twat, then just let me know whether the sound's better or not. So we're going to pitch some yeast. We've got 12 litres of this, which is a little bit more than what I'd expected. Somewhere along the line I'd added extra water. I think it was to cool the sparge water down because I'd been too busy pissing around drawing a smiley face in the dry malt extract. I wasn't paying attention to what the temperature of the sparge water was, so then I had to add cold water to that to then get it the temperature that we needed for it to sparge. Otherwise, what you can do, from what I've read, is why there's a specific reason you do it at 76 degrees is because otherwise you can release tannins from the casings of the malt. So yeah, that's pretty much why we're doing it that way. That's why we've got more. I'm going to pitch some Saison yeast, French Saison. This is going to ferment at about 24 degrees is what I've got my heat mat set at. It's a little bit warmer than it was meant to be today, and this actually has landed at 24 degrees, which is good. I'm only going to use half a packet, simply because you don't need a full packet. This can ferment a maximum of 23 litres, and I've put Mangrove Jacks to the test before with a mead. I got some M05 mead yeast and I brewed 23 litres of mead. It was a big risk because it was like £30 worth of honey, but it worked perfectly fine. It absolutely bossed it straight through, no problems whatsoever. Fermented the lot out dry, and yeah, just from one whole packet of yeast. So technically this will do 2 lots. So we're only going to use half a packet for that reason. Economy, economy, economy. I like to save as much money as possible, which means then I've got money to do stuff with the kids and stuff like that. Like currently saving up for paying off a holiday, just going glamping. The kids have never actually been camping or anything like that. We've been to Centre Parks where you stay in one of those little lodge things. But yeah, I want to go glamping. I want to go back to basics. And I'll be out there doing some walk, cook, walk as well on my other channel. Go check it out. Walk, cook, walk. That is exactly what I do. I walk, I cook, and I walk. Where are you there? This thing's really bothering me. But I'll flipping wear it. You know, I don't care how stupid I look. I will actually walk around outside with this on as well. I do not care. I mean, look at me. If I cared, don't you think I'd give a bit more care about myself, you know? Anywho, just jabbering shy now. We're going to mix this yeast in. We're going to take another hydrometer reading. Just to double check that we are where we think we are. But to get some oxygen in there as well. That's really noisy. With the beer pipe. Okay, so that is the mix done. We've got our yeast mix in nicely. This is going to go back into the fridge, wrapped up like so. Laggy band back into the fridge to go to sleep until I do a Saison again. Granted, you do kind of risk the fact that it's now had exposure to oxygen, but I don't care. To be honest, I do my own thing. As usual, I do have a digital hydrometer which is going to be going in there to tell us what's going on in real time, hopefully. It's normally spot on by a company called Tilt. You can get the cheaper versions, but they just stole Tilt's technology. I've only got one, as I've said before, because I won it in a competition. I certainly wouldn't have bought one because that's just not me. I do things as cheap as possible, obviously within reason. I'm not going to be skimping on things so much that you brew a shit product. Yeah, still at the 50 mark, so we could expect about a 5.4, I think it was when I looked a second ago. Which for me, that's going to be absolutely fan-dabby-dozy. Could have done it a little bit more, and I really am glad that I added that 200 grams of dry malt extract, which I do need to add to the list of ingredients. Oh, that's bloody great, that, isn't it? Oh! Oh! You didn't see it, it's off camera. Oh, shit. I just threw a thing over here and it landed in that sodding pot. Damn it, that would have been well cool. Never mind, you just have to believe me. And if you don't, I don't give a shit. So we also had 200 grams of dry malt extract, DME. It was light dry malt extract as well. That's in there. Let's give the hydrometer a plop in. And the thing's flashing, which means it's sending its signal. Happy days. We'll get this labelled up as to what it is. And I'll start editing the video. But it's weird me saying that at the end of a video because I would have already edited it. So no. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, take it easy and I'll see you all soon.